Hello everyone. Welcome to the second video in my February product play, which is featuring the Fine Floral Suite. Just checking to make sure my video is actually playing like it should be. Today I am broadcasting the Fine Floral Suite from my Facebook page instead of my Facebook group. So hopefully you will have been able to find it. All right, we're gonna begin. Here's the project sheet for today's project. You can print this off of my website, which is www.myflairby moments.com. And it has all the information you need to be able to make the card that we're gonna make today. And remember, you can purchase a kit for $25 that has all the supplies that you need to make this card. It gives you the basic paper and embellishments and ribbon. So let's begin. This is today's card that we're gonna make. Once again, I mentioned before that choosing a DSP was really hard. This is so pretty, but this is what I came up with, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're gonna do is begin with, I have Mary Merlot cardstock, which measures 5.5 by 8.5. We'll go ahead and fold that in half. All right, in 1 second, I realized I need to grab one thing. Okay. You really can't make a card without adhesive, right? Next, we are going to take our DSP. It is measured 4 by 5.25, and put that on the front of our card. All right, let's center that and lay it down. All right, and then we have one more piece of DSP, which measures 1 by 4. It happens to actually be the back of the piece we just used. And that goes over the center to kind of break things up a little bit. All right, next we're gonna do some stamping, okay? So beforehand, I cut out an oval from the Stitched Shapes dies, and I'm going to take and stamp the leaves of my flower onto it. Now this is kind of interesting because if you look at this stamp, the leaves are connected to the flowers, so you want to be very careful. But I'm just going to do my best to only ink up those leaves. And if I get a little bit of the flower, it's not the end of the world. Okay, so I have taken and done that, and I'm gonna just stamp those right onto my oval. Okay, pull it up. Now, it's okay that you see a little bit because we will cover those spots up with our flowers in just a minute. All right, and then after you've done that, you're gonna wanna wash your stamp so that you can stamp it again in a different color. So I'm gonna wash my stamp. All right, we're gonna use Daffodil Delight to stamp our actual flowers. Okay. And this time we're gonna stamp them just on a scrap piece of paper. And we just need flowers. Okay, and I'm gonna actually stamp it off once and then stamp it onto my cardstock. Okay, and then in the stamp set, there's also this small little flower that is your accent piece to your big other flower. So you're gonna do this one full strength and stamp it on all three. And it doesn't like line up wonderfully, but it lines up good enough. Okay, and that gives the shading to our flower. And then now we need to cut those flowers out. So we are going to once again bring in our Baby Boss here and use it to cut out our flowers. All right, I'm gonna put my flowers, actually I'm gonna do this like this, it'll be easier to line it up. So take my die and line it up with everything. Okay, then I use my little stickies to keep it down. And then I'm gonna take these once again, throw them through. Oh, I have a couple of people watching, yay! I'm not really good at looking at the comments yet, but I'll get there. All right, come on, this is not pulling through. Let me get that lined up again. All right, there we go. So take and roll that through. The paper's moving everywhere. All right. Okay, pull that out. Now, as you can see, this flower obviously has the leaves attached. So we are just going to come in with our scissors and trim that right off and make it look like it was never even there. Okay, like that. That's the only part we want to keep. I'm going to take some dimensionals and put on the back of this. Let's see here. So you might think these are like weird looking dimensionals. I had one of those, we have foam sheets that you can cut things out of, and I had one that I cut stuff up, but it has all this good stuff still. So it took and cut it all up into the weird shapes. And you never want to throw this stuff away. It's always good. All right. So going back to my oval. Here's my oval. So you can see how I can just line those flowers right up over the green leaves, and then you don't even see them anymore. And before we finish with this, I'm going to take a Wink of Stella pen, and I'm just going to color up those flowers so that they sparkle. Gives them a little... Okay. Let that dry for just a second. In the meantime, we are going to stamp our happy birthday. So I'm stamping this. I like stamp sets that have the sentiments as part of it, and this one is from the same stamp set, which is the Art Gallery bundle. Okay, so I'm going to pull this down just a little bit. And I like to, sometimes when I'm stamping, I like to line up my whatever I'm stamping with the letters so I know it's straight. There we go. Happy birthday. And this too is going to be on dimensionals. Take and put that on that side. Put this on that side. All right. And one last thing we need to do before we can put the whole card together. I'm going to take, this is the Fine Art ribbon that they have. I really think this is pretty ribbon. It's kind of a linen look, but it has gold weaved through it, and it just adds the perfect little bit of sparkle to your project. And we need 4 inches of this. So along the top here, I have measurements of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to cut that off here. And I'm going to trim my, actually I'm just going to wait till I put it on the thing. Okay, take your ribbon, and it really doesn't matter which side. Put your adhesive across it, and center that onto your card. And then you can take your scissors. It does fray easily. I'll give you that. This ribbon does fray easily, so you have to be careful with it. Let's trim this side as well. Okay. Oops. A little bit of a I probably don't have very good scissors either. It helps to have good scissors to cut ribbon. I have ribbon scissors, but I didn't pull them out, so my bad. All right, we are going to finish this up by just going to take and put adhesive on the back of our oval here and center that onto our project. We're going to take and put our happy birthday over the top, right there. And then, of course, we've got to finish with our gold dots, our gold enamel dots. All right, so here's a tool. If you don't have this tool, you need this tool, okay? This is called a take your pick tool. Basically, the idea is it's like, has that sticky, that ticky-tack stuff that you used to hang on your walls, things on your walls with. It's basically like it's got that at the end of it. And you just simply take your dot and you put it on there and pick it up. And then you can put it right onto your project like that. And it makes it so easy, especially for people who have nails and they have a harder time picking up these small things. It makes it so easy, like that. And that is pretty, and you can use this several times over. It has a lid, just put it on. And then once it gets to the point where it doesn't really stick anymore, you just actually pull it off and then this twists and it twists out some more. And it's really cool because you can buy refills for this. It's called the Take Your Pick tool. All right, so there is our second project for the Product Play kit. Like I said before, if you want all the information for this, head over to my blog at www.myflutterbymoments.com and you'll find all the information you need to make this project and to make the first project if you missed that. So thanks for stopping by today. Have a great day.